Alrighty, today we're going to be having a look at how to deal with the mean of group data. And you can see the problem immediately. If I have 12 and 3, well, I don't know if I've got 3 12s, or do I have 3 12.5s, or somewhere in between. So we're going to need to basically work out a number to represent the center of this group. So we can call this maybe the midpoint. So it's going to basically live in between the values. So let's create a new column. Let's call it XM and work out what my XMs should be. My F frequency is going to stay exactly the same for the minute. So it's just going to be 3, 5, 12, 28, and 10. To work out the midpoint, that's just standing for X midpoint, is I just need to go halfway between 12 and 12.5. So 12 plus 12.5 divided by 2 is 12.25. Now I take the next range. The next range is 12.5 to 13. So 12.5 plus 13 over 2 is 12.75. And then I take my next range. 13 plus 13.5 over 2 equals 13.25. And you can quickly see that this is a repeating pattern, and we can guess that the next one is 13.75, and indeed it is. You can double check by doing the same calculation. And the next one's going to be 14.25. It's just going up in 0.5 each time. Once you work out the pattern, it can be nice and easy to just finish off the table just like that. And like before, we're going to add in a new column. It's going to be the XMF instead of XF, but it's the exact same calculation. So it's going to be 12.25 times 3. So 12.25 is going to represent that first band. I'm not going to use 12, I'm not going to use 12.5, I'm going to use the middle of it, so 12.25. And I'm going to repeat this multiplication to work out XMF to work out the final total. So you can see I've now worked out all of my XMF totals. So now all I need to do is work out my two totals at the bottom. I'm going to have the total from my frequency column, and I'm going to have my total from my XF. So the total of the frequency is 58, and my total from my XF, or my XMF in this particular case, is, and we get 787 as our final answer. To calculate the mean, X hat, well, we're just going to take this XF and divide it by N. XF is 787, and N is just 58. Which is equal to 13.568, which is going to round up to 57 since we are rounding it to 2 decimal places. So that's how we can deal with grouped data. We create a midpoint between the upper and the lower bound, and then we just use that as our X and do it as a standard frequency table. Alrighty, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.